So, respected venerables, friends, welcome to the University of the West. And on behalf of the BudaWest Club, we'd like to welcome everybody here to the Dharma talk. And we are very fortunate to have a senior monk in the Thai forest tradition here. This is Ajaan Geoff, and he's the abbot of Wat Metta Monastery down in Escondido. And there's currently about 10 monks training with him down there. And Ajaan Geoff graduated from Oberlin College in 1971. And then he went to Thailand and studied under Ajaan, I'm going to mispronounce this, but Ajaan Phuong Jotiko, who was a student of Ajaan Lee. And Ajaan Geoff ordained in 1976. And he trained with his teacher until his teacher passed in 1986. And in 1991, he traveled to San Diego, San Diego County, where he helped set up Wat Metta. And I used to be a monk with Thich Nhat Hanh, and I remember using Ajaan's books on the monastic precepts. So his translation of monastic precepts is used widely in the monastic communities. So I feel like that was my first encounter with Ajaan Geoff. So in addition to being monastic for a very long time, he's has a regular meditation practice, so he's a solid practitioner, and then also a very prolific scholar. So he's translated a lot of the Pali into English. So if you go to the Access to Insight website, a lot of the Pali suttas are translated by Ajaan Geoff. And in our class, I took a philosophy class with Dr. Chu this last semester, and so we learned a lot about early Buddhism. And so a lot of the teachings or the translations or the commentaries were from Ajaan Geoff, so we learned a lot about early Buddhism and kind of distinguishing characteristics of that. So a lot of his scholarship has been to kind of rediscover what early Buddhism is. So we're very, very grateful, very happy that Ajaan has come here to teach. Thank you everyone for coming, and look forward to the talk.
Thank you. I thought we'd start with a meditation. My teacher used to say, people don't understand anything unless they've been meditating for a while. So let's meditate for half an hour. If you already have a meditation method you're happy with, go ahead and do that. I'll be giving some guided instructions for those who would like to try the breath meditation as I learned it from the Thai forest tradition. Start out by closing your eyes, taking a couple of good, long, deep in and out breaths. And think thoughts of goodwill. Goodwill is a wish for happiness. I.e., wish that all beings find happiness, true happiness, inside. You start first with yourself. Just tell yourself, may I be truly happy? And you think about what that means. It means you're going to have to find the causes for true happiness and develop them. Which means that you don't have to take anything away from anyone else from this happiness, because the causes are inside, resources we all have within us. It's simply a matter of developing them. That means also that your true happiness doesn't conflict with anyone else's true happiness. You wish that they turn inside and find the causes for true happiness there. So start extending that wish of goodwill out to other people. Start with people who are close to your heart. Your family, your very close friends. May they find true happiness too. And then spread that thought out in ever-widening circles. People you know well and like. People you like even though you don't know them so well. People you're more neutral about. And people you don't like. Remember, the world would be a much better place if everyone could find true happiness within. And spread thoughts of goodwill to people you don't even know. And not just people, living beings of all kinds. East, west, north, south, above and below, out to infinity. May we all find true happiness in our hearts. Then bring your attention back to the breath. Notice where you feel the breathing process in the body. It can be anywhere in the body, actually. Because when we talk about breath, it's not just the air coming in and out through the nose, but it's the movement of energy in the body that allows the air to come in and out to begin with. That's what you want to focus on. Where do you feel that most obviously? Focus your attention there, and then watch it as you breathe in, breathe out. And try to see what rhythm and texture of breathing feels best right there. You can either experiment with longer breathing and then shorter breathing, deeper breathing and then more shallow, heavier, lighter, faster, slower. Try to see what rhythm and texture of breath feels best for the body right now. You may find that it will change over time, so keep on top of what the body needs. In other words, sometimes long breathing feels good for a while, and then it feels tiresome. So allow it to change to meet with the body's needs. If your thoughts wander off, just bring them right back. In other words, drop the thought, bring your attention back to the breath. And each time you come back, reward yourself with an especially nice breath. And then after one nice breath, give yourself a second one, a third. Keep the breath as comfortable and as interesting as you can. No one is here to tell you that one way of breathing is better than anyone else. So it's up to you to decide what kind of breathing you like right now. When you find a way of breathing that feels good, the next step is to be aware of the whole body as you breathe in and as you breathe out. And a good way to build up to that is to go through the body section by section to get a sense of how the breathing process feels in the different parts of the body, because you want all the parts to breathe in harmony. So first, familiarize yourself with the different parts. A good place to start is down around the navel. Locate where your abdomen is right now in your sense of awareness. And watch that area for a while as you breathe in, breathe out, to see what kind of breathing feels good there. If you feel any sense of tension or tightness in that part of the body, allow it to relax. and to stay relaxed all the way through the in-breath, all the way through the out, so that no new tension builds up as you breathe in, and you don't hold on to any tension as you breathe out. Now bring your attention up to the solar plexus, the area of the body right in front of the stomach, and follow the same 3 steps there. In other words, 1, locate that part of the body in your awareness. 2, watch it for a while as you breathe in and breathe out to see what way of breathing feels good there. And 3, if there's any sense of tension or tightness, allow it to relax. As you breathe in, as you breathe out. Move your attention up to the middle of the chest and follow the same steps there. Now bring your attention to the base of the throat and follow the same steps there. attention at the middle of the head. As you focus here, try not to put too much pressure on the nerves of the head because they tend to be overworked. As you breathe in, think of breath energy coming in, bathing all the parts of the head. Not only in through the nose, but also the eyes and the ears. In from the back of the head, down from the top of the head. Very gently working through any patterns of tension you may feel around the eyes, the jaws, the back of the neck. And allowing those patterns of tension to dissolve away. Now bring your attention to the back of the neck. And as you breathe in, think of breath energy coming in there and then going down through the shoulders, the arms, down to the tips of the fingers. And as you breathe out, think of it radiating out from those parts of the body into the air. And as you become more sensitive to the shoulders and the arms, try to notice if you're holding more tension in one side than the other. And if you are, allow that side to relax and to stay relaxed all the way through the in-breath, all the way through the out. Keeping your attention focused at the back of the neck. This time as you breathe in, think of the breath energy going down both sides of the spine. Down to the tailbone. And then as you breathe out, think of it radiating out from the body, from the back, out into the air. you become more sensitive to the spine, ask yourself, is it straight? Is it being pulled off to the left or the right by patterns of tension? In the shoulders, in the small of the back? If so, allow whichever side seems to be more tense to relax. And to stay relaxed all the way through the in-breath, all the way through the out. And bring your attention to the base of the spine. As you breathe in, think of the breath energy coming in there and then going down through the hips, thighs, down through the legs, out to the toes. And as you breathe out, think of it radiating out from those parts of the body into the air. And again, as you get more sensitive to the legs, notice which side is holding more tension than the other. Allow that side to relax and stay relaxed all the way through the in-breath, all the way through the out. And that completes one cycle through the body. If you're meditating on your own, you can go through the body as many times as you like, as quickly or as slowly as you like, to pick up any patterns of tension you may have missed the first time around. now, choose one spot in the body, any one of the ones that we've been through right now that seem most congenial. Allow your awareness to focus there, and then to spread from that spot to fill the whole body. So you're aware of the body all the way from the top of the head down to the tips of the toes, as you breathe in, as you breathe out. Your awareness will have a tendency to shrink, especially on the out-breath. So each time you breathe in, remind yourself, whole body. Each time you breathe out, think, whole body. And allow the breath to find whatever rhythm feels best. All you have to do is just maintain this centered but broad awareness. It's healing for the body, healing for the mind. And because it's all around, it provides a good foundation for insight to arise. If when you spread your awareness, your meditation starts getting blurry, go back to the survey of the different parts of the body. Until you feel ready to settle back down and try spreading it again. before you leave meditation, think thoughts of goodwill once more. Think of whatever sense of peace or well-being you felt for the past session, and dedicate it to others, either specific people you know who are suffering right now, or all living beings in all directions, what the Thais call our companions in birth, aging, illness, and death. May we, in the midst of that, find peace and well-being in our hearts. Before you open your eyes, tell yourself you're going to experiment to see how long you can maintain this sense of the energy in the body, even as you open your eyes, listen to the talk, agree or disagree. Ask questions, go back home. See how long you can maintain this sense of the energy in the body, even though the visual field is impinging on you. It is possible to keep your awareness, maybe not of each in and out breath, but of a sense of the quality of the breath energy in the body. To keep that going, and if there's any tension or tightness in the body, to allow it to release immediately. This gives you a good foundation as you go through the day. With that thought, you can open your eyes.